We all want to feel like we're making a smart investment. But some cars are nothing short of financial disasters, great on paper, but absolute regrets on wheels. Today, we're counting down the top 10 cars you should steer clear of, including the specific model years that Consumer Reports warns about. Let's dive in. Starting our list at number 10 is the Dodge Durango. This midsize SUV is a favorite for those who love a muscular, bold look and serious towing power. While the 2025 SRT Hellcat offers jaw-dropping performance, the broader Durango lineup struggles to justify its cost. Owners of various model years have reported catastrophic engine failures and a persistent, ticking noise from the exhaust manifold. Beyond the mechanical woes, the Durango's safety scores are consistently below average compared to its peers. When you factor in the poor fuel economy, sometimes as low as 15 miles per gallon, and a resale value that drops like a rock, the Durango becomes an incredibly expensive vehicle to keep on the road for daily use. At number 9 is the legendary Jeep Wrangler. While it's the king of the trails, it's often a nightmare on the pavement. Recent models have been plagued by a trifecta of issues: electrical glitches, premature rust, and excessive engine noise. One of the most dangerous complaints from owners is the wandering steering, which requires constant correction and makes highway driving both exhausting and unsafe. Furthermore, the firm suspension that helps you crawl over rocks makes for a punishingly bumpy ride on city streets. With multiple recalls for faulty fuel lines and structural cracks, unless you are hitting the dirt every single weekend, the Wrangler's high price tag and poor fuel efficiency make it a very tough sell. Coming in at number 8 is the Jaguar F-Pace. It is undeniably one of the most beautiful luxury SUVs on the market, but as the saying goes, beauty is only skin deep. Consumer Reports ranks Jaguar near the very bottom of reliability, 29th out of 32 manufacturers. The 2023 models and newer have been flagged for excessive oil consumption and failing fuel pumps. But the real headache is the infotainment system and electrical grid, which owners say frequently freeze or malfunction. When you're paying a premium for a luxury experience, the last thing you want is a car that spends more time in the service bay than in your garage. As many owners have lamented, it's a dream to drive. On the rare days, it's actually working. Next up at number 7 is the Nissan Frontier. While the 2022 redesign brought a much-needed modern look, the Frontier has a checkered past you cannot ignore. If you are shopping used, stay far away from the 2005 to 2010 and 2013 to 2018 models. These years were notorious for the strawberry milkshake transmission failure, a defect where coolant leaks into the transmission, destroying it instantly. Even the newer 2023 models haven't escaped trouble, facing recalls for airbag malfunctions and brake components. Between the stiff ride, a basic interior that feels dated the moment you sit in it, and a thirsty engine, the Frontier struggles to provide the value that competitors like Toyota or Ford offer. At number 6, we have a vehicle that should be a home run for families: the Chrysler Pacifica Hybrid. On paper, it's perfect, spacious, eco-friendly, and eligible for tax credits. However, the reality has been a reliability disaster. A massive recall affected over 67,000 units from the 2017 to 2023 model years due to a defective wiring connector that could cause the engine to shut down completely while driving at highway speeds. Owners also report frozen infotainment screens and charging system failures that leave the green aspect of the car useless. Chrysler's shaky reputation for long-term dependability means that once the warranty expires, this minivan could become a massive financial drain. Halfway through at number 5 is the Volkswagen Jetta. It's often marketed as the sophisticated European alternative to the Civic or Corolla, but the repair bills are anything but sophisticated. The 2019 to 2021 models are particularly problematic, with frequent reports of transmission failures and sudden engine stalling. If you go back further to the 2006 and 2009 models, you'll find the infamous DSG gearbox issues that cost thousands to fix. Beyond the mechanical failures, the interior materials in recent years have shifted toward cheaper plastics, and the safety ratings are merely average. For a car that's supposed to be a sensible sedan, the Jetta carries too much risk of high-cost repairs. Number 4 is the Land Rover Range Rover Sport. This is the ultimate status symbol, featuring a swanky interior and incredible off-road tech. But that tech is exactly what makes it a liability. The 2006 to 2008 and 2013 models were legendary for engine and electrical nightmares. Even with a brand new 2025 model starting at over $85,000, you aren't buying reliability. You're buying complexity. The air suspension, the twin-turbo systems, and the sophisticated electronics require specialized, high-priced maintenance. According to Consumer Reports, the sheer cost of keeping a Range Rover Sport in top shape makes it one of the most expensive money pits in the automotive world. Entering our bottom three is the Fiat 500L. Starting at $24,000, it looks like a quirky, affordable entry point into European driving, but it's a trap. Models from 2014 to 2017 are infamous for transmission failures that happen far too early in the car's life. It also has one of the worst depreciation rates in the industry. Some owners have seen their car lose 50% of its value in just 3 short years. Add in a cramped interior, a bumpy ride, and a lack of modern safety features, and it's no surprise Fiat discontinued the 500L in 2021. Buying one today, even at a deal, is almost certainly a mistake. Our runner-up at number 2 is the GMC Sierra 1500. While it's a staple of the American roadway, the 2014 to 2019 models have left a trail of frustrated owners. These years are plagued by transmission, hunting, and total failures, alongside serious engine troubles. There have been major recalls for fire risks involving the engine block heater and dangerous brake system failures. Despite its premium Denali branding, the Sierra often suffers from cheap interior rattles and high insurance premiums. Consumer Reports actually points to its cousin, the Silverado, as being more dependable, leaving the Sierra as a high-priced truck with hidden costs that most buyers just aren't prepared for. Finally, we reach the number 1 spot, the Mitsubishi Mirage. You might be tempted by its low price tag, but the Mirage is the definition of cheap is expensive. The 3-cylinder engine is underpowered, incredibly noisy, and vibrates so much it feels like the car is struggling at a stoplight. Specifically, the 2018 models had dangerous issues with airbag sensors misinterpreting vibrations, causing them to fail in a crash. It scored poorly in crash tests and has a low-rent cabin that feels decades behind the competition. With maintenance costs higher than expected and the model being discontinued for 2025, the Mirage is a budget car that will cost you your comfort, your safety, and eventually, your savings. There you have it, the 10 cars and the specific years you should strike off your list if you want to keep your bank account intact. Do your research, check the VIN for recalls, and stay smart out there. We'll see you in the next one.